Hey yo, what's good YouTube? I was recording a Guild War video, did the first fight, was hanging on my tokens, so I went and did some arena, and the fucking file corrupted. So, I can't exactly go and do that again. I mean, I could do arena again, but I'm kind of burnt out on arena for right now. Yeah, I got 4 flags, and I'm just a little burnt out on it. So, instead, what I'm going to do here, and get some kind of content for you guys, I'm going to go through artifacts, and kind of explain artifacts that you would like, what you should be keeping and what not necessarily what you should be foddering, but stuff that you can fodder and get away with. So we'll go in the artifact journal here. I don't have every single one. 5-star artifacts, obviously you should just keep them. The only exception to that is probably this piece of shit. I mean, if you have nothing else, I mean, you can keep it and use it. I've sold 4 of these, I think. It's just crap. What else? Iron Fan. I mean, this can be used in, like, if you have Bellona and you're using her in Banshee, but that's really the only use for it. Time Matter. It's kind of crap. You could use it on a mage for farming. But that's about it. However, they did mention in the dev notes about, like, in the rebalancing, they mentioned rebalancing artifacts. So artifacts that are shit now might be good later. Just keep that in mind. It might be worth keeping some of these artifacts that are trash. Just keep 1 copy of them. I mean, unless you need something out of the shop and you want to sell it, because a lot of these artifacts are not used. Justice for All is just bad. Alexa's Basket is bad. The rest of these are pretty usable. Spirit's Breath is objectively bad. It can be used. Same with Border Coin. These situational artifacts for certain archetypes of heroes, like use a non-attack skill, like those are usually crap unless they're on the specific hero they came with, which is stupid. But I would recommend just keep every 5-star artifact because they mentioned rebalancing artifacts. So artifacts might get a buff in the future. So it's worth keeping 1 copy of it at least. Unless you absolutely want to sell it just to get another copy of something else. El's Fist, like every 4-star artifact really, with the exception of maybe Adamant Shield, because I don't keep those. What is this? How have I never seen this before? That's Kyrus, isn't it? I've never seen this artifact before. Maybe it came out before I started playing. Or maybe that's the next challenge event. And I know the Small Miracles came around before I started playing. But yeah, uses of these. El's Fist is really good on bruisers that you know are going to take damage. It's kind of like Sigurd's, but it's easier to get the plus 30. And it's a good artifact. Same with Hellcutter. Hellcutter's really solid. People think it's garbage. But you put it on your slower warriors and your warriors that are lacking crit. And you can actually get a big bonus from having it. Strax is just amazing for PvP, period. It was memed for a while, but now it's top of the meta. So keep every Strax that you get. Having more than 1 copy at 11 max limit broken is not a bad idea to have. Like maybe 3 of them eventually. You know, Arius, I don't think you'll need more than 2 maxed at 11. I'm working on my second one. I think I'm almost done with it. Any more than 2, I would start selling them off. Adamant Shield, I just sell all of them because I have Crimson Armin. Adamant Shield is usable, but I just don't think it's an optimal 4-star artifact, so I just sell all mine. You know, it's really just preference. Hillags, it's worth to have 1, maybe 2 maxed out. Moonlight Dreamblade, 1, maybe 2, probably 2. You can use it on a lot of different heroes. Elia's Knife, you really only need 1 of those. I mean, you could do a second one, but I'm not going to do a second one because I would only ever use it on 1 cleaver at a time. So I don't see the point in having more than 1. Same with Dust Devil. Like, you can max out a second Dust Devil, but I'm always going to be using, you know, I'm going to be using on one character. Like, if I had K-Ron, it would just sit on him and not go anywhere else. But if that was the case, then like I had K-Ron and I was using Key Save for Wyvern 11, maybe I would max out a second one. But it's whatever. The Santa Muerte is a challenge artifact that's garbage. Infinity Basket, it's worth having one maxed out. Sashay, worth having one. Rosa, worth having one. Tag of Hells, I'd recommend having two of them maxed out because there's some pretty cool comps you can run with two. Caladra, probably just one. Seer Wren, one or two. Water's Origin, probably have one, maybe two maxed out because you can run them on separate healers. Potion, two, maybe three. I still haven't gotten enough to max limit break my potion on this account. Magar's Tome, I sell them a lot, but it's amazing on Montmorency Specialty Chain, so it's definitely worth having one to use on her. Or just on any healer that has really short cooldowns. It's just really good for that. And then the rest of these are challenge artifacts. Kind of the 3-star. These are a little quicker to go through. If they're crap, I'm going to say they're crap and sell it. Grail of Blood, that's crap. I think it just heals at the beginning of the battle. Oh, start of the turn. Recovers health. Like, it's never going to recover enough to really make a difference. It's not the worst 3-star artifact, but it's not good either. Egg of Delusion can be used for, like, if you have nothing else and you're tanking Wyvern 11, you can use it in PvP even. Like, it's just mediocre. Prophetic Candlestick's amazing. You really only need one maxed out. I don't use mine anymore, but it's really good for new players. Ancient Sheath is just a really good artifact for anything that uses an S1 a lot, so it's worth having one maxed out probably, even though you're probably going to use something else. Ranun's is really good for Abyss fights. Like, if you're using Kiris and you want her to ramp up some speed throughout the fight, and it's decent for that. Doesn't really have many other uses. Atmos Portal, I forget what this does. This is the beginning of the battle, so yeah, that thing's garbage. Sell all those. This thing's garbage. 30% to decrease combat readiness by 5%. That's just terrible. Labyrinth Cube is for the memes. I have two of them maxed out. I don't think I need more than that. I would recommend maxing them out because they're really good in PvP. Curse Compass, I'd say it's worth having one of these maxed out too, eventually. Sword in the Morning, it's not terrible. It's not a terrible artifact. I sell all of mine just because, like, there's stuff like Portrait and stuff that I have now, so I don't bother using them. Same with Mighty Yaksha, it's kind of the same thing. It's just they're not bad, but it's not worth maxing them out to 30. Like, if you want to have one at 15 to use early game, nothing wrong with that really, but taking it to 30 I feel is just a waste. Some people use Devil's Brand in PvP. I don't know if these, like, if you run this on every single character, I don't know if that'll count. That's 80 effect resist. It doesn't say it only does it once. So, like, maybe you can run 4 Devil Brands on your team, but you're going to be missing out on Arius and all kinds of other shit, so. Goblin's Lamp. Yeah, beginning of the battle, that's just terrible. Aqua Rose. This could be used. It's not great. I just sell all of them. Ascending Axe just gives you crit. It's just sell it. Tonfa, if you don't have any portraits, which you got outclassed by, then Tonfa's is worth probably having 2 or 3 maxed out eventually. I'm not saying, you know, drop what you do and max out 3 Tonfas. I'm saying, like, have 3 max limit broken. Because you're going to be playing the game for a while, if you're like me. And you're going to run out of stuff to level eventually, you know? So, it's just nice to have that shit. Some people use Timeless Anchor in PvP for some stall comps. I personally don't. I sell all of them. Forest Totem, I think is pretty cool. I have 2 of them maxed out just because I like the artifact. And Oath Key, you don't really need maxed out. You just need it at plus 15 to counter Fat Cats. So I just recommend keeping one of them for PvP. But, yeah, that's pretty much all the artifacts. some people say it's worth, and I didn't even go over Joker, I missed the line here. Joker, definitely worth having one maxed out. Should be one of the first artifacts you max out. A second one is worth having too, but I don't even use my second one, so the Mandolin is just crap. And Invoice Pipe is just like Egg of Delusion. It's just does it below 50 instead of above 50. Which, it's not terrible. It can be used for Wyvern as well. But that's just a little overview on artifacts. Which ones I personally think you should keep and level up, how many, and which ones are crap and should probably just be sold. But yeah, like I was saying with 5-star artifacts, they did mention that they might be rebalancing artifacts, so I would start keeping them, unless you need to sell to go to the shop for some reason. I don't even know what I'm waiting for right now. I have a shit ton of dust.
What do you think?
Yeah. Up to 427. I'm never going to buy this thing. I would recommend never buying that, because you could just wait until that artifact shows up and save yourself 60 dust. I could buy 2 more Idol's Cheers and make that plus 30, but I don't really want to. I kind of want... I needed a Randall. And I need Wind Rider the most, and then I'll start using my Sez in PvP more. I don't have to use them with Ox Lots. I can use them in another way. Maybe with like ML Bale on Edeka's, and then I can run Purg, and then like I won't have defense breaks though, which is unfortunate. I have to figure something out. Maybe I can use Sez in a different kind of comp. But yeah, hopefully Wind Rider comes up when it resets here in a little less than 2 days. Go take a look at the Guild War real quick. I did record the fight, like I was saying. It was a really close fight. I came down to my Bale and my Destina against the Violet, and I got really lucky with Sleeps when his S2 went back off cooldown. So, yeah. We're ahead right now, but they have a ton of attacks left. So, I don't know. When this tower goes down, I might... Because I was thinking about hitting this tower, but since I lost my Dizzy and my ML Purg in that last fight I was in, I just don't feel like I can guarantee a win here. We just need a draw to break the tower, but I would rather put my points somewhere else. I'm not exactly sure if a draw... I think if you took Delva wins, you would get more points than just taking a draw here. Even though just a draw would break the tower. So I'm going to let someone that can beat both those teams beat both those teams. And then I'll probably start up recording depending on how long... 'cause I got somewhere I have to be tonight. So I would like to hit this on video or while recording. I think I can take him with the units I have left. I mean, it's going to be very iffy, but I would rather spend my points there, and then I'm going to come over here and smack Nico. Hopefully I get to him first. I can attack him now, but I want to attack Stronghold first. Like that Dizzy Violet Fat Cat comp can easily kill a unit that I might need for that fortress, so... yeah. I'm straying away from what the video was about. So yeah. Any questions, drop them down in the comment. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you enjoy me, because I'm awesome, toss me a subscribe. Alright, peace out.